Welcome to CCS TV News, where we bring you highlights and happenings from Coweta County Schools. For the week of May 27th, I'm Josh Johnson of Northgate High School.
And I'm Dawn Revere of the Central Educational Center. We'll take a look at events coming up in Coweta County School System. But first,
the Coweta County school year has come to a close. The last day of school was Friday, May 24th, following weeks of final exams, field days, honors nights, and year-end celebrations. Coweta's high schools honored more than 1,700 seniors at commencement exercises held last week as the Coweta County School System's academic year came to a close. This year's graduating seniors comprised a class of students whose freshman year was interrupted by a pandemic in the spring of 2020, whose sophomore year was paused by the effects of an EF4 tornado, and who in the case of Noonan High seniors persevered through the reconstruction of their campus during their junior and senior years. East Coweta High graduated 716 seniors on Wednesday, May 22nd. Northgate honored 455 graduating seniors on Thursday, May 23rd, and Noonan High School honored 540 graduating seniors on Friday, May 24th.
They've worked so hard, and when you see them come in as freshmen and you watch them grow and they change and how much they develop, and it's so wonderful to watch the achievement that they do here. And what they've accomplished over the years. Some of them worked very, very, very hard. Some of them kind of squeaked by, but they made it. And that's what I'm so proud about.
And on May 15th, West Georgia Technical College, the Coweta County School System, and the Central Educational Center honored dual-enrolled high school students receiving West Georgia Technical College technical certificates of credit in several fields. The students heard from keynote speaker Jen Cook Mason, Vice President of Human Resources for Freyr Battery at the event. Freyr, a Norwegian manufacturer, is locating its first U.S.-based manufacturing facility in Coweta County.
My aspiration is that each of you embraces a career path aligned with your passions or innate talents. The conventional notion of work often evokes feelings of drudgery, a mere means to an end. Yet if we align our careers with our intrinsic abilities and characteristics, work transforms into something far more delightful, a source of joy and fulfillment.
The annual CEC event recognizes students who have excelled in a number of unique opportunities available to high school students through the Central Educational Center and its educational partners.
This is a very special event for these graduates. Their hard work, your support through the years, have caused them to be celebrated in a very special way tonight. Please join us in making sure the words and actions of each and all of us here tonight show the highest level of respect for these grads. They've earned the admiration of us all.
Now for a look ahead at upcoming school system events with East Coweta High student Olivia Rodriguez.
The Georgia Academy of Dance will visit the Nixon Center for Performing and Visual Arts with Tales of Courage on Saturday, June 8th at 11 a.m., a celebration of contemporary dance on June 8th at 6 p.m., and an American in Paris on Sunday, June 9th at 2 p.m. The Nixon Center holds its annual student arts camps for all grades on June 10th through the 14th, then June 24th through the 28th. The Center's Star Kids Theater Camp for 3rd through 6th graders will be held June 10th through the 14th, and the Star Kids Theater Camp for 6th through 9th graders will be held June 24th through the 28th. And the Nixon Center Stars program for high school thespians will present Shrek the Musical July 26th through the 28th on the Center main stage. For more information about the Center's upcoming summer camps, registration, and ticket information for summer performances, go to www.thenixoncenter.net. Noonan High School will hold grand opening ceremonies for tours and for the newly rebuilt Noonan High School on Sunday, July 28th. And the first day of school for the 2024-25 academic year will start on Thursday, August 1st. Have a great summer.
Thanks, Olivia. At its May 14th meeting, the Coweta Board of Education heard updates on construction at several school locations around the county, including at the Noonan High campus.
Noonan High, I was over there right before the meeting today. You can see bid package 3, we've paid out $62 million out of $72 million so far, so that gives you an idea of just how far along the way we are. Upstairs, third floor, all of the flooring has been installed in the classrooms and the corridors on that level. So it's looking really good there. The majority of the building has doors that have been hung. They were actually upstairs this afternoon late doing some finish painting, touch-up painting out in front of the media center. So we're rocking along at Noonan High. You probably have noticed the topsoil that's been put out. The front lawn is to grade. Just, I think, waiting on a few dry days, they can come out and work on some additional sidewalks and landscaping, and we'll begin to get a great deal of work completed on a day-to-day basis over there as we go.
Nearly 2 years of planning, demolition, and construction at Noonan High's LaGrange Street campus is culminating in a summer of intense activity at the project, all leading up to Noonan High's grand opening on July 28th. Noonan High staff even began packing up and preparing for the removal of temporary modular facilities at the school, even as last week activities played out at the NHS campus.
This summer, I mentioned to you last month, this summer will be busy. Next Friday, when school gets out, Noonan High will, for the third summer in a row, transform into a bit of a beehive. We've got to get all the furniture out of the modulars. We've got to get all the infrastructure out of the modulars. We've got to get the modulars moved, then we've got to get the parking lots repaved, which you approved tonight, and get everything moved into the new building while it's still under construction. So it's going to be one of our most ambitious summers yet, but we are right on track with the project at Noonan High, but we got a long way to go.
Got a lot of moving pieces going on right now as we're getting ready for graduation, but we also, our teachers are boxing up their materials, getting ready for the big move to the new building. So we got a lot of moving parts going over all across campus, Cougar Village. Teachers are getting excited, students are getting excited, but we're looking forward to moving into the new building this summer.
Also at its May 14th meeting, the Board of Education began its review of the school system's 2025 fiscal year budget in anticipation of approval of the new year's budget in June.
This is also our first budget workshop. We're required to have 2 budget workshops. The second workshop will be next Tuesday at 6:30 at this location.
I want to thank Mr. Chapman, Mr. Latimer, and all of our staff. We put our heads together and we start these budget conversations typically right after Christmas. I know the staff doesn't look forward to them as much as I do because I'm ready to plan and put it together. We have to wait on the legislature to finish their work, but a lot of hard work has gone into this. We'll point out those rising insurance costs. That's something that we're going to continue to have to navigate. And of course, we're passing along salary increases that have been sent from the state. I'm glad that we're able to do that. It's a good budget. I think it accomplishes a lot of the things that we want to try to accomplish. I will say, in the last 2 days, I've read 2 articles about state tax collections being down. So we just got to continue to be mindful of looking forward, looking for those potential storm clouds that might be on the horizon. But I think this positions us very well to be able to take care of our kids, take care of our employees, and we'll continue to worry about what might be just over the horizon and keep monitoring. Keith and his folks do a great job of that. So thanks again, Mr. Chapman.
The board also approved a renewal of the school system's 2024-2030 strategic waiver contract with the Georgia Department of Education. This school systems contract allows the system the flexibility to waive certain state policies and education laws if needed in exchange for increased accountability. We turn to Coweta Schools Assessment and Accountability Director Jillian Andrew for more explanation.
The state allows us districts to waive state board rules in the areas of human resources, academics, and financial items. How Coweta County uses those waivers is to offer students more opportunities, and we do so in exchange for greater accountability to our state.
Following May's local approval, the contract will be sent to the State Board of Education for consideration at its June meeting.
The board also recognized state honors for Coweta students at its May meeting, including for CEC students honored for their production work by the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, Southeast Chapter, for their video and audio production work this year.
National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, the Emmy organization. In the 10 years that we've been competing with the winners this year, we have 21 awards. one of the most decorated programs in the southeastern United States.
I am just so proud of these kids. You know, as I'm getting ready to walk away from a truly great program and a great school system, I'm going to miss this. I am really, truly going to miss this. It's something else to start working with kids early on where they really know nothing about filmmaking or TV, and then get them to a point where they really make entertaining programs. That's something. That is really something, and it's really rewarding. I want to thank Mr. Whitlock, Dr. Horton, and the school board for allowing us to do this. Gosh, I've never worked a day here. It's all been fun for me to be able to do this, and I'm just so proud of everything that we've been able to do. Thank you so much.
And the board recognized Northgate junior Nisha Reddy, a winner of the 2024 Georgia Tech K-12 Inventure Prize.
Her work earned multiple awards showcasing her commitment and her expertise. She won first place at the West Georgia Regional Science Fair, second honors at the Georgia Science and Engineering Fair, and was selected to the National Youth Science Camp, an honor given to only 2 students from Georgia each year. Nisha also claimed the high school award at the Coweta Shark Tank, and first place in the agriculture category at the K-12 Inventure Prize at Georgia Tech, placing 3rd overall and earning the right to represent Georgia at the National Invention Convention in Dearborn, Michigan.
That brings us to an end for today's show. Thanks for joining us. CCS TV will return to bring you more stories from the Coweta County school system next school year. From Mr. Johnson and myself and all of us in the Coweta County school system, thanks for a great school year, and we wish you all a great summer. And now we'll go to Superintendent Evan Horton for some parting thoughts.
May 24th brought an end to our school year. It means a lot of different things to our 23,000 students. It means summer, of course, and more time for family, and maybe a break from early mornings and a chance for some different adventures, big and small. And it can even lead to boredom, missing friends, even missing teachers and routines when the excitement and relief of ending a big year fades. For 1,700 students, our 2024 graduates, it means new directions and possibilities. Many of those graduates are heading to new schools or to jobs or to commitments in the armed services. All of them are headed to one of the most exciting and daunting times of their lives as they celebrate accomplishments and then turn to figuring out what's next. For all of our students and for our 3,000 employees, summer also means a time for renewal. It means a chance to think on what is past and consider what's before us. Our school system as a whole is doing that. I don't know that enough time has passed yet to fully reflect on this school year. I do know that this school year felt to many of us in the school system like a return to normal, that maybe the daunting setbacks and challenges of recent years in our community have been met, overcome, and put in the past. It's been a time for our school system and school board to assess and plan for the future, as we have with our strategic waiver renewal and with our long-term strategic plan. It's also a time for us to finish up big challenges, like the 3-year rebuilding of Noonan High School. And while that will take a lot of work this summer for us, it'll be worth every moment when we celebrate the full reopening of that school on July the 28th. And so, like our graduates, I feel like this summer will allow us to celebrate our accomplishments and turn our mind fully to what comes next. Congratulations to our students, parents, teachers, and employees on a great 2023-2024 school year. Hope you have a great break. We'll see you at the end of summer, and we'll be ready. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.